Friends, myself Anil Kalyankar, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Bhairji Smarak Mahavidyalaya, Basmat. Today, I am going to teach you the new topic in atomic physics, that is quantum numbers associated with vector atom model. So, before learning these quantum numbers, we will briefly see the vector atom model of an atom. We know that the past theories, Rutherford atomic theory, Bohr's atomic theory and Sommerfeld atomic theory came into existence. These theories told about the structure of atom, about the different phenomenons taking place in an atom, but in the next stage, when Zeeman effect, that is the splitting of light due to magnetic field into the constituents or its components, and the Stark effect, that is the splitting of light due to strong electric field. Why this is happening, that cannot be told by the Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom or the Sommerfeld's atomic theory. So, to answer these questions, the new theory came, that is vector model of an atom, by the physicist Uhlenbeck and Goudsmit. So, particularly this vector atom model is based on the theory of total angular momentum. As we see in this picture, that is the electrons circulate around the nucleus and it performs the orbital motion, as well as the electron performs the spin motion about its own axis. So, this orbital motion and spin motion, they are responsible to give the total angular momentum vector J, because the orbital angular momentum vector L and the spin angular momentum vector S, they combine together to form the total angular momentum vector J. So, the Bohr-Sommerfeld atomic theory uses initially only the 4 quantum numbers, that is principal quantum number n, orbital quantum number L, spin quantum number S and total angular momentum quantum number J. So, these are the 4 basic quantum numbers. So, along with these quantum numbers, in vector atom model, here 3 quantum numbers are introduced, that is magnetic orbital quantum number ML, magnetic spin quantum number MS and magnetic total angular momentum quantum number MJ. Because when an external field is applied to the atom, then about this magnetic field, the orbital angular momentum vector L and vector spin angular momentum vector S precess, and they combinedly form to give the total angular momentum vector J. So, the general description and possible values of these quantum numbers are given as follows. So, principal quantum number n, and that is the total quantum number we call, it has respective values 1, 2, 3, 4, and orbital quantum number small l can take the values n minus 1, that is the n is nothing but the principal quantum number. For example, if we see that n equal to 3, then L can have 0, 1, 2 values. So in the next quantum number, that is the spin quantum number S, we know that the spin is clockwise as well as anti-clockwise. So for clockwise and anti-clockwise we can take plus half and minus half values. So in numerical S equal to half. So as we know that in the atom, when electron revolves around the nucleus, then it, due to its orbital motion and spin motion, the total angular momentum vector J is formed. We can see these two figures depending upon the value of spin. If S equal to plus half, then we know that this is the orbital angular momentum vector L, and spin angular momentum vector S. According to triangle law of vector addition, the total angular momentum vector J is to be formed, and this is for S equal to minus half. Therefore vector J equal to vector L minus vector S. This is vector S, this is vector L, and we get the resultant vector capital J, that is the total angular momentum. So from these two vectors we get the total angular momentum vector J. So simply we can state that vector J is equal to vector L plus or minus vector S due to the two values of the spin. Now the magnetic orbital quantum number ml can take values that are 2l plus 1, means total values it can take 2l plus 1 values. For example, if L is equal to 2, that is the value of orbital quantum number is, if it is 2, then ml can have minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, that is the total 5 values we get. So this is magnetic orbital quantum number ml, that is the quantum number due to the orbital motion of electron about the nucleus. As we know that the electron spins about its own axis, means when electron revolving around the nucleus, it also moves about its own axis. So this spin motion of electron gives us the spin quantum number, and here it is magnetic spin quantum number because the external magnetic field is applied. So the magnetic spin quantum number take total values 2s plus 1. We know that if s equal to half, then ms can take 2 multiplied by half plus 1, that is total values to be 2. Therefore the values of ms are minus s and plus s, or minus half and plus half. The magnetic total angular momentum quantum number mj. The total momentum of vector j of an atom is a vector quantity and is the vector sum of orbital angular momentum vector L and spin angular momentum vector S. So J equal to L plus S. We define quantum number small mj, which is known as the magnetic total angular momentum quantum number, and specify the orientation of vector J in space with respect to z axis. As I previously told you that when external magnetic field is applied to the atom, then the direction of magnetic field is taken along the z axis. So the z component of angular momentum can be taken as Lz equal to ml multiplied by h cross. Here we know that the orbital angular momentum vector L, its component along the z axis is Lz, and this ml is magnetic quantum number, that is the ml multiplied by h cross. This h cross is nothing but it is h upon 2 pi. So the magnetic quantum number ml can take values, that is L, L minus 1, L minus 2 and so on up to minus L. Now the magnitude of spin angular momentum vector S can be given as root of the product of S multiplied by S plus 1 into H cross, where this small s is the spin quantum number having values plus half and minus half. This H cross is out of the square root. You keep in mind. The z component, as we have the z component of orbital angular momentum, such like the z component of the spin angular momentum is also Sz equal to ms multiplied by h cross, where this ms is magnetic spin quantum number and this ml is magnetic orbital quantum number. So ms can take the values, that is ms equal to plus s or minus s, that is plus half or minus half, means in all the magnetic spin quantum number has only two values depending upon the motion of electron, that is clockwise or anti-clockwise, so that we get only two values, that is plus half and minus half. Students, one thing is important here, that while keeping in mind these quantum numbers, you must keep the motion of electron in two ways, that is the orbital motion of electron about the nucleus, which is responsible to give the orbital quantum number, and the spin motion of electron about its own axis so as to give the spin quantum number. So according to quantum mechanics, when the vector j, that is the total angular momentum, is formed, then it can be mathematically expressed as j equal to h multiplied by root of small j into j plus 1, where this small j is called as the total angular momentum quantum number. As we know that it can have 12 plus 1 values. The possible values of now magnetic total angular momentum quantum number mj are 2j plus 1. That is, mj can take values from minus j to plus j, including 0 in integral space. Also, we can express this total angular momentum vector in terms of its component, that is along the z axis, as jz equal to Lz plus or minus Hz, which implies that the total angular momentum magnetic quantum number mj is the sum of the magnetic orbital quantum number ml and the magnetic spin quantum number ms. This plus for the clockwise motion and minus for the anti-clockwise motion. Now ml is an integer and ms is plus or minus half. As such, mj will have the half integral values only. This is also nothing but the quantum condition which is told by Bohr, that is always the angular momentum is integral multiple of the h upon 2 pi values. The mj, that is the magnetic angular momentum quantum number, this ml, that is magnetic orbital quantum number, and ms, the magnetic spin quantum number, can have the maximum value j L and S respectively. Also, this spin component, that is the angular momentum spin vector, can be given as the product of mj into h. The total angular momentum of one electron atom vector j is a vector sum of vector L and S. In magnitude, it can be given as mod of vector j equal to mod of vector L plus mod of vector S, and vector j has the magnitude root of j into j plus 1 multiplied by h cross, and the z component jz equal to mj multiplied by h cross, where mj can take values, integral values in terms of j, that is the angular momentum quantum number, total angular momentum quantum number j, that is j, j minus 1, j minus 2, and so on up to minus j. Since vector L, vector S and vector j are quantized, they can have certain specific values. So, this is about the quantum numbers relating to vector atom model. Thank you.